me, girl. You know you can change the world. You can do anything. Oh, what a joy you can bring. You can call out corruption. You can stop pollution. You can
I apologize for that. We were having some audio issues. But again, welcome everyone to Intensity Broadcasting for coverage of the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series. Tonight, the Super Late Models will be taking on Langley Speedway for 125 laps of racing action. I'm being your announcer for tonight, Atlee @Manwisa. I'm excited to call all the racing action here on Intensity Broadcasting. We are coming into the final 3 races of the season. And we have a very, very tight points race for that championship. We see Josh Oswald is your leader in points right now, but only 11 points behind him. In second is Mike Hasty. Third in points is Michael Swink. Fourth in points is Sam Wetstein. And fifth is Aaron Ward. So what happens here in our race tonight could greatly affect the point standings. Last week, we were at Richmond Raceway, where we saw Michael Wombold take the victory. We saw many different leaders, and Michael, he only led 3 laps, but he led the final 3 laps, and those are the ones that count. In a bump and run move, he ended up winning the race under caution. Josh Oswald finished second. He led 60 laps. Third was Sam Wetstein. Finishing fourth was Matt Telder. And then rounding out your top 5 was William Griffith. Michael Wombold is not in the race tonight, so we will not see 2 in a row for wins, but we may see somebody else. Right now in practice, we see Kyle Martinson. He's going to finish on the top of the board with a 15.08 as his best lap time. So there we go. Practice is wrapping up. Here we go, getting set for qualifying. Drivers will get 2 laps to try to set their best possible lap time. There we see Cody Boehm heading out on track right now in the 78 machine. It's going to be a bit confusing because we have 2 78s here tonight. Cody is the yellow and blue 78, and Aaron Johnson is going to be the black and red 78. There we go. We see Daniel Pope on his first lap, Logan Sturgeon on his first lap. Let's see how they do. See Cody Boehm to the top of the board, and there we go. Daniel Pope the second to the top of the board with a 15.14. 400ths behind him is second place Rich Petrucco. Third is Cody Boehm. We got Eric Tracy on track. Let's see if Tracy can get up there to Daniel Pope. We see Aaron Ward. He's to third with a 15.51. Then Sam Wetstein goes to third with a 15.41. So Sam Wetstein only 3/10 off of first place Daniel Pope the second, who is still looking like he's going to sit on that pole position. Got Rick Rube on track. He just started his first lap. We see Eric Myers able to get to third with a 15.19. Myers only 0.05 off of first place Daniel Pope the second. The top 3 is all separated by less than a 10th. Josh Oswald to 5th with a 15.38. There we see Michael Swink on track. Kyle Martinson, your leader in practice, gets to 4th. Then Mike Hasty gets to 4th with a 15.22. Hasty still less than a 10th off of first place Daniel Pope. Dylan Bates able to get to 4th with a 15.21. Got Cole Cabre on track right now. He just started his first lap. Let's see what that 71 can do. There we see William Griffith, I believe, getting ready to complete his first lap. See Griffith able to get to 18th. Looks like we are going to have heat races tonight, and there may be some drivers that will get eliminated. The format that we're going to be looking at is this. The top 15 here in qualifying will automatically advance to the feature. They will not have to get into the feature through the heat races. But The rest of the drivers that aren't in the top 15, they're going to have to participate in this heat race. And if there's more than 5 drivers, we will see a couple drivers get eliminated. So the top 5 from the heat race will advance to the feature. That'll leave us with 20 cars. See Cole Cabre with a 15.08. That is able to get him to the top of the board, ahead now over Daniel Pope II. See Aaron Johnson on track right now. Johnson able to get to 7th with a 15.22. Still about 0.2 off of first place Cole Cabre. See if Johnson can improve on his second lap. He does not. There we see Bo Ledbetter. Oh, he gets loose heading into turn number 1. Definitely unfortunate there for Bo. He was just starting his first lap when he spun. So I think that's going to do it. Cole Cabre, it is looking like he is going to start on the pole. The last driver to advance, the driver in 15th, is Cody Boehm. The rest of the drivers, Shane Bedford, Logan Sturgeon, George Fernandez, William Griffith, Ray Page, Gene Watkinson, and Bo Ledbetter, all of them are going to have to try to get into the feature through the heat races. And there will be 2 drivers that will get eliminated. These drivers are really going to need to bring their A game here in these heat races if they want to advance to the feature. The heat race will be 20 laps. And here we go. Pratt qualifying is wrapping up. Cole Cabre will be starting on the pole. But the main thing we're going to be focusing on here is the heat race. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for the heat race. Starting on the pole with a 15.547. It is the 82 of Shane Bedford. Outside of him in the Big Fish Motorsports number 26, it's Logan Sturgeon. Third is Roca Nation's George Fernandez. Fourth is Reaper Racing's William Griffith. And then rounding at your top 5, we got Ray Page in that 41. Sixth place is Bo Ledbetter. And then last but not least, it's Mean Gene Watkinson in the 111. We do have an announcement to make about the Thunderstruck merch. Thunderstruck Racing merchandise is now the number 2 selling league merchandise on IntensityBroadcasting.com, our merchandise store. Their racing style shirts have been popular, and if you haven't seen them, you definitely need to check them out. Help support this league by purchasing their merchandise. Also remember that the season champion will receive an Intensity Broadcasting item from IntensityBroadcasting.com. Like I said, make sure to go check out our merchandise store, IntensityBroadcasting.com. You can find shirts, hats, mugs, mouse pads, stickers, posters, and so much more. We have an Intensity Broadcasting collection, and then we have our league collections, and they include the SCSRA collection, the Extreme Forces collection, the Original Rebels collection, the Thunderstruck collection, and the Mayhem Racing League collection. So make sure to go visit IntensityBroadcasting.com. Link is in the description, no matter where you're watching from. So here we go. Pace car will be pulling in here, and we're going to start our heat race. Get the lap counter on the screen again. 20 laps. 2 drivers, whoever finishes 6th and 7th, will get eliminated and won't get to participate in the feature. Green flag is out here for our heat race at Langley Speedway. We are side by side for first as we head into turns 1 and 2. We see Bedford has the nose as we come off of turn number 2, but Sturgeon is holding his own on the outside. And there we go. We see Shane Bedford is able to get clear. We see George Fernandez is going to shut the door, and Bo Ledbetter. This is for that 3rd place spot, but still we see Bo sticking on the back bumper of that 40-night machine. We see Bo looking high, looking low, trying to set up that pass. Getting right up to the back bumper. Shane Bedford has ran the fastest lap time of the heat race with a 15.39. Question is, will that be enough to hold off Logan Sturgeon? We see Bo Ledbetter able to get under the 49 machine, and there we go. He is able to get clear. Bo Ledbetter gets to that third place spot. We have another 78. So there's going to be 3 78s on track tonight if Bo Ledbetter advances to the feature. Cody Boehm is the yellow and blue 78. Aaron Johnson is the red and black 78. And then Bo Ledbetter, he is going to be the orange and white 78. See Bo Ledbetter getting into the back bumper of Logan Sturgeon a little bit for that second place spot. He is beating and banging on that back bumper, trying to make a move here, letting him know, hey, I'm here. Also, George Fernandez staying right behind that 78 machine. See Ray Page trying to reel in George Fernandez for that fourth place spot. And right behind him is William Griffith. This is the battle for that cutoff. Oh! There we see having some trouble with lap traffic. There's Gene Watkinson. We see William Griffith able to get under George Fernandez, but then he's stuck behind Gene Watkinson. George Fernandez is able to get away. We see Ray Page taking it to the high side. So right now, with 13 laps to go, the drivers in 6th and 7th are William Griffith and Gene Watkinson. If both of them finish where they're at, they will get eliminated and won't be able to advance to the feature. Looks like Bo Ledbetter was able to get by Logan Sturgeon for that second place spot. So now Ledbetter will be setting his sights on your first place driver, Shane Bedford. He gets a good run to the rear quarter panel of the 82 as we head off of turn number 2, side by side. And there we go. He is able to get clear. Bo Ledbetter to that first place spot, get a little bit loose there in turns 3 and 4. He is able to save it. Bo Ledbetter now officially in that first place spot, but Shane Bedford not letting him get away. And looks like a caution flag is out here in the heat race. So we're going to take a look at what happened here with our wreckage replay. All right, so we are watching William Griffith. We see he's starting to get a little bit squirrely heading into turn number 3. And there we go. He starts to get officially sideways. Looks like that 12 was just really, really loose. And there we go. He officially gets sideways there. Does he get to the ditch? No, he does not get into the ditch. Able to miss it. But still definitely unfortunate for the 12, because that's going to mean if he finishes in that 6th place spot, he will get eliminated and won't be able to make the feature. And William Griffith, he's fast. He got a top 5 last week at Richmond Raceway. It's unfortunate if that wreck is going to maybe cost him his heat race and a chance to make it into the feature. While we're under this little caution, make sure to share the stream on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. On Twitch, you can share the stream by hosting it. On YouTube, you can copy the link and send it to people. And then on Facebook, you can hit that share button and it posts our broadcast on your timeline. It's greatly appreciated as it gives exposure to us, the league, the drivers, and the sponsors. One Ducking Miner says, Mean Gene and Cody, let's go. Cody Boehm, he was able to make it into the feature, but Gene Watkinson trying to get in through the heat races. Right now, Gene Watkinson is sitting in that 7th place spot, a lap down. It is not looking too good for Mean Gene to get into the feature, but we will see. Anything can happen, but it is very unlikely for that 111. There we go. Lights on the pace car are off. We are getting ready to go back green here. Bo Ledbetter restarting on the bottom. That's Shane Bedford restarting on the top. Remember, Bo Ledbetter, he is 22 on your ticker and 78 on the track. Pace car is in. Green flag is back out here at Langley. There we see Bo Ledbetter taking off. We have a battle. Oh, 3 wide for that 4th place spot. We see side by side between William Griffith and Ray Page. Griffith to the rear quarter panel of the 41 as we head off of turn number 4. They're still side by side as we cross the line. William Griffith now at the nose as we head here into turns 1 and 2. He is able to get clear. William Griffith is back above the cutoff line. It's looking like he may make the feature here. And we are now side by side for the 4th place spot. And oh, they're beating and bang as we head to 1 and 2. They're still oh, and this is for whoever finishes, whoever's behind the other, they will not be able to advance to the feature. Final lap. George Fernandez is ahead, Ray Page is ahead of George Fernandez. Can Fernandez reel him in? It is not looking good. So Ray Page, he is going to get that final spot and advance to the feature. William Griffith, Shane Bedford, Logan Sturgeon, and Bo Ledbetter all are also going to make the feature as well. So there we go. This heat race has now set our 20-car field. We are now going to have another 2-minute warm-up just to give these drivers a little bit more practice time, and then we will be officially ready to begin our feature event. We're going to watch what all goes on here in practice. My favorite to win tonight's event, I'm going to do my picks here. Definitely my favorite to win tonight's event is Kyle Martinson in the 07. And I'm going to have to say that my sleeper pick for tonight's race, a driver that you're gonna have to watch out for, is definitely Eric Tracy. But we will see here. Got 1 minute left here. Rick Rube is on the top of the board right now with a 15.23. Rick Rube, another driver to watch out for here tonight. And remember, we only have 3 races left this season, including tonight. So we're going to be paying attention to our battle for the point standings lead between Josh Oswald and Mike Hasty. See, Corey Bigley says, go Revelry Racing and SPM. I know Cole Cabre, one of our SPM drivers in the field tonight, he will be starting on the pole here tonight. Cabre, definitely one of the drivers to watch. And here we go. We are now gridding for your feature event. The 20-car field is set, and let's take a look at your starting lineup. Starting on the pole with a 15.082 as his lap time. It's the 71 of Cole Cabre starting on the pole. Outside of him, it's the 16 of Daniel Pope. Third is Rich Petrucco. Fourth in that Revelry Racing, number 96, that's Eric Myers. And then rounding out your top 5, we have Dylan Bates. In 6th with Moneymakers Motorsports, runner-up in points right now, it is Mike Hasty. 7th is Shockeye 12 Racing's Aaron Johnson. 8th is Rick Rube. 9th is the 07 of Kyle Martinson. And then rounding out your top 10, we got Hoosier Motorsports' Sam Wetstein. And 11th, it's the 51 of Michael Swink. 12th is your leader in points, Josh Oswald. 13th is Eric Tracy. 14th, we have the 99 of Aaron Ward. And then rounding out your top 15, it is the 78 of Cody Boehm. In 16th, it's Bo Ledbetter. 17th is Big Fish Motorsports' Logan Sturgeon. 18th, we have the 82 of Shane Bedford. 19th is Reaper Racing's William Griffith. And then last but not least, with Full Send Racing, it's the 41 of Ray Page. So there we go. We are now in our formation lap at Langley Speedway. Drivers swerving back and forth, getting those tires warmed up before our start. Again, your front row, Cole Cabret, Daniel Pope behind them. It is Dylan Bates and Eric Myers. This should be a fun one. I will say this, Dylan... What you got to do, Nick, is you just got to go to their Discord, go to roster request, and I think it's a $5 entry fee. It's going to be a $5 entry fee. There's only 2 races in the season left, but I'm going to I'm going to put the link for the Discord so you can join it, Nick. There you go. Green flag is out here at Langley Speedway. There we see Cole Cabret taking off of your side-by-side for second between Dylan Bates and Daniel Pope. And there we go. We see Bates is able to get clear side-by-side for third. And we see our first caution is out. Let's take a look at the wreckage replay to see exactly what happened. We were not able to complete a lap. Yeah, no problem, Nick. Always cool to see when some of our viewers join some new leagues that we broadcast. So here we go. We're watching Cody Boehm. Here he is on the start. He's got Josh Oswald outside of him. Logan Sturgeon behind him. And then we see they were making some contact in front of him between Rick Roop and Mike Hasty. We see Rick Roop. He goes around. He's sideways. So is Mike Hasty. We see Cody Boehm. He goes into the grass to avoid getting into it. See, and he still gets involved. Rick Roop comes down into him. Logan Sturgeon is involved. Ray Page is involved. Man, definitely unfortunate. We saw some front runners get involved in that one. Like we're having some technical difficulties with the stream. Hold on, we are going to be back in just a second. There we go. All right, we have the stream back and running. We're getting ready to go back green here. Cole Cabret restarting on the bottom. Dylan Bates restarting on the top. There we go. We see Cole Cabret taking off. Green flag is back out. When we see Cabret has Dylan Bates right on his back bumpers we had here into turns 1 and 2. Let's watch and see what Bates tries to do here. Right now, just trying to set up the pass. And it's still early on in this race, so you don't want to make it too aggressive moves early on. You don't want to junk that car before the halfway point. We see Cole Cabret has just ran the fastest lap time of the race with a 15.21. Cabret ran a 15.0 in qualifying. And we see another yellow flag is out. We'll take a look here at the wreckage replay to see exactly what happened. Looks like Ray Page comes down the track as we head into 3 and 4, right in front of the 72. 72 has nowhere to go, and that is going to send Page around. And he goes into the ditch. Going into the ditch at Langley is not fun. I've been in it myself. It is not fun. Looks like Page is able to get out, though. The Nicholas Ford on Facebook says, "Get her done. Best announcer in the nation. I would love to help be an announcer sometime in 2022. First of all, thank you for the kind words, Nick. And thank you for tuning in. And, hey, if you want to help, we definitely consider adding you to the team. If just message us on Facebook, and we can maybe try to find a date or a time slot where we can get you as an announcer. Just message Intensity Broadcasting on Facebook. And here we go. Pace car. Lights on the pace car are off. We are getting ready to go back green here. Cole Cabre is restarting on the bottom. Dylan Bates restarting on the top. Hopefully we can get a good long green flag run here. Pace car is in. Green flag is out here. Back out at Langley Speedway. There we see Cole Cabre taking off, but he's got Dylan Bates right behind him. Before the caution flag came out, these two were battling. I think we might be seeing Dylan Bates trying to diamond those corners, maybe trying to get a better run off. Definitely think that's a good idea. Right behind Dylan Bates, we have the 16 of Daniel Pope II. Pope started in that second place spot, but we saw Bates was able to get by him. Now he's trying to take that second place position back. Let's see what that 16 tries to do. And right behind Pope is the 96 of Eric Myers. Field pretty tight right now. Got some good battles. And, oh, another caution flag is out. So we'll take a look at the wreckage replay to see exactly what happened. All right, here's a look. So we were side by side between Mike Hasty and I believe that is Bo Ledbetter. See, Ledbetter is able to get clear. Aaron Johnson taking a look down low under the 72 as we head into turns 3 and 4. Oh, we see the 72 just gets a good run, couldn't get into the brakes, and gets right into the back bumper of the 78. I think they had different braking zones, and the 72 just had nowhere to go. See William Griffith getting involved. That is definitely unfortunate there. But we are now back under caution. So far, Cole Cabre has led this whole race. Oh, and oh, we're seeing some beating and banging under caution between Dylan Bates and Cole Cabre. This might get interesting here. We're only at lap 18 of 125. And already we're seeing some beating and banging under caution. I can tell this is going to be an exciting race. All right, lights on the pace car are off. We're getting ready to go back green here. Dylan Bates restarting on the top. Cole Cabre restarting on the bottom. pace car is in. Green flag is back out here at Langley Speedway. There we see Cabrera taking off, and on that restart, looks like Daniel Pope was able to get by Dylan Bates. We were side by side for third between Bates and Martinson. They're pretty much side by side as we head into 3 and 4. Martinson maybe with a little bit of a nose, and he is able to get clear. Kyle Martinson now to that third place spot, but Bates not letting that 07 get away. Bates staying on the back bumper of that 07 SPM machine. Bates getting all the way down on the apron, trying to get low enough to get to the rear quarter panel of that 07. Dylan Bates really wants it, really trying to get under that 07 machine. Dylan Bates still getting all the way down on that apron, just trying to drive it in there, get under that 07. Here's a look at the onboard view from Dylan Bates' perspective. There you can see just how close he is to the back bumper of that 07. He's still getting all the way down on the apron, trying to get under the 07. We see side by side for fifth between Josh Oswald and Sam Wetstein. We see Oswald is able to get clear. One thing you got to be watching is the battle for the point standings lead between Oswald and Mike Hasty. For Mike Hasty to take the point standings lead, he'll have to finish 12 positions ahead of Josh Oswald, which it looks like actually right now Josh Oswald is over 12 positions ahead of Mike Hasty. So not the night that Mike Hasty has wanted so far. Dylan Bates still trying to set up a pass on that 07 machine of Kyle Martinson. Still Dylan Bates getting all the way down on that apron, just trying to get a good run and get under that 07. Still, we watch this battle for the third place spot between Kyle Martinson and Dylan Bates. Here's another look at the cockpit cam from Dylan Bates' perspective. Again, getting right up to the back bumper of that 07 machine. It's so hard to pass here at Langley Speedway, especially in these late models or super late models. You really have to either get down on that apron to get under somebody, or you got to use that bumper, which I don't think we'll be seeing anybody try to use the bumper until later in tonight's event. We do have a battle right now for that 7th place spot between Sam Wetstein and the 78 of Bo Ledbetter. Ledbetter getting almost to the rear quarter panel of that 98, all over the back bumper of that 98 machine. Let's see what Ledbetter tries to do here. Ledbetter is about a 10th faster. Do see Wetstein is getting up there to Eric Myers for that 6th place spot. See Bo Ledbetter getting all the way down on that apron, trying to get under the 98 machine, almost getting to his back bumper there. Getting almost all the way down onto pit road. Got really close to the back bumper there. And there we have the other 78, Aaron Johnson. He is coming up behind Ledbetter. There we go. We see Ledbetter able to get to the rear quarter panel of that 98 machine. They're side by side as we cross the line. There we see Ledbetter is able to get clear into that 7th place spot. We are side by side now for 8th, and we see Aaron Johnson is able to get clear now. We take a look back to this battle for 3rd. Oh, we see a car in the grass. That's Cody Boehm. I don't think a caution will come out there. Take a look back here to this battle for 3rd between Kyle Martinson and Dylan Bates. Bates still getting right up to the back bumper of that 07. One thing I've noticed about Dylan is he has shown a ton of patience, which is something that you really need a lot of here at Langley Speedway just because of how hard it is to pass. Dylan Bates just right now just looking for the right moment to pass that 07 machine. Who knows? We might see the 07 of Martinson make a mistake. He might wash up a little bit off a corner or maybe get a little bit loose, and we know that that 91, he will be able to pounce on the opportunity if it comes to him. But still, Bates staying patient, staying right on that back bumper of that 07 machine. Looks like Martinson extending the gap a little bit over that number 91 machine. Do have a battle for 5th beginning to brew between Eric Myers and Josh Oswald. With 3 races to go and the way that Mike Hasty's race has gone, it's looking pretty good for Josh Oswald to win the season championship. If Josh Oswald wins the season championship, that'll be his 2nd season championship in a row here in the Super Late Model Series. He won the Thunderstruck Super Late Model Series Season 4 season championship. That was last season. Looking to try to make it 2 in a row. We see Myers able to get to the rear quarter panel of that 17 machine. He was right there. Still right on the back bumper. We do have a battle for 2nd beginning to brew. Kyle Martinson has reeled in Daniel Pope fast. Martinson all over the back bumper of that 16 machine. And Martinson's also running about a 10th faster than that 16. I don't know if Pope either burnt off his tires maybe, or he might be saving them. Martinson almost got into the back bumper of that 16. Oh, Martinson getting a 16 loose, trying to use, and that it worked. He is able to get under him, and oh no, we see some contact between Dylan Bates and Daniel Pope. We see now Kyle Martinson, he is able to get to that 2nd place spot. Now it begins the battle for 3rd between Daniel Pope and Dylan Bates. Bates looking high, looking low, trying to set up that pass on the 16 machine. Oh, we see Bates getting right up to the back bumper of that 16. So far tonight, Dylan Bates has had a lot of trouble making passes. He was not able to get by Kyle Martinson, and right now it's not looking like he's going to be able to get by that 16. Here's a look at our current top 5 right now. We see Cole Cabre is in 1st. He has absolutely dominated tonight's event. Kyle Martinson is sitting in 2nd. 3rd is Daniel Pope. 4th place right now is Dylan Bates. And then rounding out your top 5 currently, it is Eric Myers. Now around this time we should see our leaders start to reel in lap traffic. Yep, there we see our first lap car coming into sight, Logan Sturgeon. We'll see if maybe lap traffic is a factor here. I don't know. We shall see. Dylan Bates still trying to reel in Daniel Pope for that 3rd place spot. Bates getting right up to the back bumper of that 16 machine. Eric Myers trying to get by Aaron Johnson for that 6th place spot. Myers right on the back bumper of that 78 machine. But Myers also has the 17 of Josh Oswald on his back bumper. And oh, we have a battle for the lead beginning to brew. And actually, Kyle Martinson has been able to get by the 71 of Cole Cabray for that first place spot, but still, Cabray all over the back bumper of that 07. They're having to deal with some lap traffic right now. Cabray getting all the way down on that apron, trying to use it to get under the 07 machine of Kyle Martinson. See Martinson trying to extend that gap over the 71 of Cole Cabray. Side by side for that third place spot between Dylan Bates and Daniel Pope. We saw Bates trying to take it to the high side. That did not work, so still Dylan Bates all over the back bumper of that 16. Bates having a lot of trouble passing here tonight. Bates getting into the back bumper of that 16, trying to get him loose. Does not work. Daniel Pope still staying in that third place spot. We see Bates getting all the way down on that apron, trying to use the apron to get under that 16 machine. It is now time of the race where we are going to turn up the volume, and you are going to be able to see these sounds, or hear the sounds and see the sights of the racetrack. It's time for Pump Up the Intensity. Here we go. Well, that is going to do it for Pump Up the Intensity. Hopefully you enjoyed us turning up the volume. We are now back to the racing action. Okay, there we go. Right now, Kyle Martinson is still your leader, but we do have a battle for second beginning to brew. Daniel Pope all over the back bumper of that 71 machine of Cole Cabray. And we see Pope get into the back bumper of that 71, trying to get him loose and trying to get under him. It is unsuccessful. Still, Cabray is in that second place spot. While all this is happening, Bates is trying to make a pass on that 16 machine, taking a look to the high side. Pope getting all the way down on the apron there. Good battle for that second place spot. We see Pope still trying to get into the back bumper of that 71, trying to break him loose here. Because, I mean, just because of how hard it is to pass here at Langley, kind of have to do that. We see Pope getting all the way down on the apron, and he actually has Dylan Bates on his high side. Bates to the door of that 16, then to the rear quarter panel, and now the 16 is back clear, so we continue to watch this battle for that second place spot. Oh no! We saw a race car sandwich there, each driver getting to each other for this battle for second. And also reeling in this pack is Bo Ledbetter. These battles are really ramping up here. Pope into the back bumper again of Cole Cabre, trying to get him loose. It is still unsuccessful. Cole Cabre trying to hang on the best that he can as he keeps getting hit in the back bumper as drivers, Daniel Pope trying to break him loose. Yep, there we go. Now Bo Ledbetter has officially joined the party, and Ledbetter take a look down low under the 91 machine. And there we go. We see Bates taking it to the high side above that 16. Bates to the rear quarter panel, but it is unsuccessful. Now Bo Ledbetter is under the 91. They're side by side here in turns 1 and 2, and he is able to get clear. That 78 machine of Ledbetter's now to 4th place. And we are side by side, and there we go. Daniel Pope finally able to get to that 2nd place spot. Bo Ledbetter to 3rd. And oh no, we see Ledbetter sideways. Cole Cabre is sideways. And caution flag is out. It is now time for the Wreckage Replay. We'll take a look at exactly what happened there. Man, that was some tight battling right there. All right, here's a look at what happened. We see Cabre had just been passed by Daniel Pope, and it was looking like he was going to get passed here by Ledbetter, so now he's got Dylan Bates under him. And then it looks like, I think the 71 of Cabre thought he was clear, so he comes down in front of the 91. And right when he does that, it breaks him loose as we head into turns 1 and 2. And then that's going to send Ledbetter around. Dylan Bates is involved. Man, definitely unfortunate. We saw some fast cars get involved in that incident. But we are now back under caution. Let's maybe do a driver interview. Let's pull in your 9th place driver, Sam Wetstein. Sam, this is Atlee Intensity Broadcasting Booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, hey there, Adley. What's happening?
Well, we thought we'd do a little in-race interview with one of our drivers, and I know right now you're sitting at 9th place spot. I know at one point you were in the top 5. You've been in the top 10 for a lot of tonight's event. And you're just outside the top 5. I mean, what's going to be your plan to try to get a top 5 here tonight?
I hope somebody pulls out of my way, because this car is a beast to turn tonight. You're either got to slow it down to get through the turn. If you're trying to be fast, you have that wheel turn 90 degrees to the left and not be turning. So it's going to be a struggle. That was a good long green flag run. My arms are tired. And getting a little blood back in them, and we'll see what we can do.
Now, how are the tires feeling right now? I know we're 84 of 125. How are they feeling at this point?
Awful. I think I've probably chewed up my right front. But it seems like you cool it down a little bit, and you can make a couple of turns. But yeah, I would be surprised if I've got any right front tire by the end of this race.
Well, good luck here in this next restart. We'll let you go, but good luck.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem.
I got pulled up for an interview.
All right, there you go. Well, that is going to do it. Sam Wetstein restarting here in 9th. Pace car is in. And green flag is back out here at Langley Speedway. There we see Kyle Martinson taking off. But we see Daniel Pope right on his back bumper. And oh, Pope giving Martinson a little tap, letting him know, hey, I'm here. And oh, giving him another tap. We have a tight battle for that 1st place spot. Daniel Pope not afraid to use that chrome horn. Let's see what happens here. Pope trying to make a pass on that 07, trying to break him loose by getting into that back bumper. He's already hit him twice, and you know the 1, 2, 3 modified rule. After that 3rd bump, you're going around. So we'll see what happens here. Bo Ledbetter on the back bumper of that 16 machine. Ledbetter taking a look down low under the 16. We are side by side here in 3 and 4. And there we see Bo Ledbetter is able to get clear. See Dylan Bates now to that third place spot. He is also able to get by Daniel Pope. We see Aaron Johnson able to get by Pope now. Cole Cabrera trying to get by Daniel Pope. The floodgates have just kind of opened for that 16. He's lost position after position on this last restart. And there we go. We see Cabrera is able to get by him now. We do have a battle for first beginning to brew. Bo Ledbetter trying to reel in Kyle Martinson for that first place spot. Cole Cabrera reeling in Aaron Johnson for that fourth place spot. Cabrera trying to get back up front where he spent the first half of tonight's event in. Here's Bo Ledbetter. He's getting all the way down on that apron, just trying to get a good run to get up to that 07 machine. And also right there as well is Dylan Bates in that 91. We see Dylan Bates all over the back bumper of that 78 machine. Right now, Bo Ledbetter is kind of sweating right now just because he's not only trying to pass Kyle Martinson, but he's also taking a look in that rearview mirror and watching that 91 try to make a pass on him. Bo Ledbetter still trying to set up a pass on that 07 machine. Here's a look at the cockpit cam of that 22 as he tries to make a pass. Bo Ledbetter is the biggest mover of tonight's event. What a story. Ledbetter, he had to go race in the heat race because he qualified outside of the top 15. Ledbetter was able to win the heat race and advance to the feature, but still he was starting in the back portion of the field, but he's been able to work his way up, and now he's in that second spot fighting for first. Despite having to be in that heat race, Ledbetter is showing us that he's one of the best drivers in the field tonight. The question is, will he be able to get by that 07 machine of Kyle Martinson? Martinson has been fast all night long ever since taking the lead from Cole Cabrera. Question is, will he be able to hang on to it? See Sam Wetstein trying to reel in Eric Myers for that 6th place spot, and he's got Rick Rue behind him. Continue to watch that battle. We got a battle for 10th side by side between Shane Bedford and William Griffith. We do have a battle for second beginning to brew. We see Dylan Bates getting a big run on Bo Ledbetter for that 2nd place spot. And there we go. We see Bates able to get a good run there in turns 3 and 4. He is able to get clear. Dylan Bates now to that 2nd place spot, but Ledbetter still all over that back bumper, not letting him get away. Let's see what Ledbetter tries to do here. Ledbetter looking high, looking low, trying to set up that pass. Might try to use the apron, might try to use that chrome horn. We're coming to 20 laps to go, so if these drivers have been saving it up to make like a big move or something, now is the time. 20 laps to go. Here's a look at your current top 5. Kyle Martinson is sitting in first. Dylan Bates is in second. Third place is Bo Ledbetter. Fourth place, we have Aaron Johnson. And then rounding out your top 5, it is Josh Oswald. Once again, it's looking like Josh Oswald is going to get another season championship. And the key to, I think, Oswald's success is just he's participated in every single one of the races, hasn't missed a race, and he's always in the top 10. So attending every race and consistently in the top 10 has definitely helped Josh Oswald keep that point standings lead. And based on the night that Mike Hasty has had, it's looking pretty good for him to win the championship. But still, anything can happen. Oswald isn't home free yet for that season championship, but it's looking pretty good. Bo Ledbetter all over the back bumper of that number 91 machine of Dylan Bates. Ledbetter, we know, not afraid to use the chrome horn. The question is, will we see him use it here? We've seen a lot of bump and runs here tonight. Will this one be another? Ledbetter right on the back bumper of that 91. Will we see him try to use the chrome horn here? We see our leaders have now also caught lap traffic. Will we see maybe lap traffic become a factor? We are side by side for second now. Ledbetter has the nose to become off of turn number 4. He is able to get clear into that second spot now. Dylan Bates is in third. But Bates not letting him get away. These two have been back and forth for quite some time now. Sam Wetstein trying to reel in Josh Oswald for that 6th place spot. Looks like Eric Myers was able to get by Josh Oswald for 5th. So now the battle for 6th is on. And here we go, 10 laps to go for your leader, Kyle Martinson. Martinson with a 1-second lead over 2nd place, Bo Ledbetter. Martinson, ever since taking the lead from Cole Cabret, he has absolutely dominated this race. Nobody has been able to get up to him. Question is, though, will he be able to hang on for 8 more laps? We will see here. Continue to watch this battle for the 6th place spot between Josh Oswald and Sam Wetstein. See, they're having to deal with some lap traffic. The question is, will we see our leaders? Will lap traffic become a factor for our leaders? I know last time we saw our leaders having to deal with lap traffic, that was when Kyle Martinson took the lead away from Cole Cabret. Rick Rube able to get to the rear quarter panel of Sam Wetstein for that 7th place spot. So here we go, 4 laps to go now. About to be 3 here as he crosses the line. Kyle Martinson with a 7/10 lead over 2nd place, Bo Ledbetter. It looks like Ledbetter is actually reeling him in, but does he have enough time? See, Ledbetter, he's been able to get the gap now to 6/10. 2 laps to go now for Bo Ledbetter to try to reel in Kyle Martinson. I don't think it's enough time. And here we go, crossing the line, final lap for Kyle Martinson ever since taking the lead from Cole Cabret. He's absolutely dominated tonight's event, and it's looking like he's going to lead the final lap that counts. Here he goes through 3 and 4. Kyle Martinson will get his 2nd win of the season here at Langley Speedway. What a race for Kyle Martinson. Bo Ledbetter will take 2nd. Dylan Bates finishes 3rd. We got fireworks going off. It is now time. There we see Kyle Martinson burning it down here at Langley Speedway. Definitely happy after tonight's victory. He continues to burn it down. Kyle Martinson definitely happy here tonight. And so now it is time for the driver interviews. We'll pull in your top 3 starting off. We'll interview Dylan Bates. Looks like right now Dylan is not in the waiting room. There we go. We got him in the waiting room now. Let's pull him in. Dylan, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
I gotcha.
Awesome. Well, what a race for you. I know you started in that top 5, and you were running the top 5 for a lot of tonight's event, battling with Bo and Cole and Daniel and Kyle. But after we saw an incident between Bo and Daniel and Cole, and looks like you were able to make it through, and you got to that second place spot on that final caution. You restarted in second. But Bo, he was able to get by you, and you couldn't quite get back to that second place spot. But what was your take on tonight's event?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. That was top 5 for the SPM Motorsports team. We swept the top 5, so it was a lot of fun racing with my teammates. Other than Cole Cabaret, he was being typical Cole, messing around, being a goofball, and I ended up getting him turned. But it's still a lot of fun. I'm glad Cole got what was coming to him. He's going to laugh listening to this interview, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. Bo was definitely a little better than me, so I just went ahead and let him back by, and he for a chance to run down Kyle. But Kyle was class of the field tonight, man. He was dialed in.
Now, I know a lot of drivers were burning off their tires there at the end. How are your tires feeling there?
Oh, I definitely drove the right front off of it on that. Once I got to second around Bo, I lost the right front and didn't have any turn left, and that was when I decided just to let Bo see if he can run down Kyle. But I definitely didn't have much left at the end.
Gotcha. Well, before we let you go, Dylan, is there any sponsors or shout-outs?
Just SPM Motorsports, man. Fun group of guys to hang out with. A lot of fun to race with.
Awesome. Well, again, congratulations on the podium finish here tonight, Dylan. Have a great rest of your night.
You too, man. See ya.
Thank you. Looks like we do not have second-place finisher Bo Ledbetter in the waiting room, so we're going to go ahead now and pull in your winner, Kyle Martinson. Kyle, this is Atlee in the broadcast booth. You have a copy?
Atlee, what's up, man?
Definitely had fun here in the broadcast booth tonight, and you did awesome here tonight. I know you started in that 9th place spot, didn't really have the starting position that you wanted, but you were quickly able to work your way up to the field in the first couple of laps, and then we saw a lot of caution, so that kind of helped you. And you're eventually able to get to that 2nd place spot, battling with Daniel for a little bit, but you were able to get ahead of him, and eventually you reeled in Cole there, and when you were coming up on the lap traffic, you were able to use that lap traffic to get by Cole there, and after that, you just ran away from the rest of the field. Absolutely dominating event here tonight. What's your take on tonight's event?
Oh, I had a blast. Gotta thank Kent Hunley for making this beautiful setup. Everyone's complaining that they're all tight, but entry issue was perfect for me, and just had a great time. Feel bad for roughing up my teammates a little bit, but at the end of the day, we're just doing this for fun in this league, so it feels good to beat all of them, not gonna lie.
I know we saw a SPM top 5. How does it feel that all of your teammates were performing very well tonight, and you ended up getting the win?
Oh, it's great. I think it just shows, the quality of drivers we got over there, and they're all family to me, and I'm having a good time. Awesome.
Well, before we let you go, is there any sponsors or shout-outs you would like to thank for your win?
Shout out to my wife, my baby, all my teammates at SPM, and then, of course, White Claw and Ranch Water for giving me the focus I need behind the wheel tonight. And, we just had a great run, so I got to give a shout out to them. Thanks for putting on the broadcast, Atlee.
Yep, we definitely had fun doing the broadcast tonight, watching you get the victory. So, got 2 more races left. Hopefully we can see another one from you here this season. But again, congratulations on the win.
Yes, sir. Thanks, buddy. Talk to you later.
Yep, same to you. And there we go. That is going to do it for tonight's broadcast. Thank you for everyone who tuned in. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Intensity Broadcasting on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, as it would be greatly appreciated. We're trying to reach our goals of 2,500 followers on Facebook and 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Make sure to check out our Twitter, Intensity Broad 1. We're always dropping polls on there. In fact, we actually just dropped a poll tonight. It's biggest NASCAR bust. So make sure to go answer the poll, Intensity Broad 1. And then also make sure to check out our merchandise store, IntensityBroadcasting.com. Shirts, hats, mugs, mouse pads, stickers, posters, and so much more. We've got our Intensity Broadcasting collection of items, and we have our league collections, and especially make sure to go check out the Thunderstruck collection. We just released recently the Thunderstruck Racing Style shirt. It is one of our best sellers. It looks absolutely awesome, so make sure to go get you one. I'm Matt Liatman-Wieston on behalf of the entire Intensity Broadcasting team. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Over and out.